Wow. What can I possibly say to top this? Thank you, Esther, so much for such an amazing opening remarks. I'm so happy I have this mask on, not only because of COVID-19, because this way you can't see how much I'm blushing. I want to thank each and every one of you today, the host, Madame Esther, and of course, Etonam, thank you so much. Board members of the Ghana Garden and Flower Movement, fellow judges, dear participants, management and staff of Stratcomm Africa, friends of the media, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce myself briefly. My name is Shlomit Sufa. I'm the designate ambassador of Israel to Ghana, Liberia, and Sierra Leone. Designate ambassador, which means that I'm so brand new. I still have some of my suitcases still in the home unpacked. We just arrived 2 days ago, and I can't see any better start for my post in Africa, my post in Ghana, than being here and talking to you. I'm very moved by your words, Esther. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon to host this third edition of the Israeli Green Innovation Competition as part of the activities we hold for the 9th edition of the Ghana Garden and Flower Show. It's a real pleasure for us at the Embassy to be part of the Ghana Garden and Flower Show. We are most grateful to you, and most especially to Stratcomm Africa, for your professional collaboration so far. We are proud that you are using your expertise in communication to organize this show and to promote floriculture and horticulture industry in Ghana. It's the third time, as you have mentioned, that we have this competition. It's a real pleasure to see each year incredible, young, innovative, talented Ghanaian entrepreneurs apply, participate in the competition, and I'm sure the best one will win, but the people who will not win the first prize are still presenting amazing, innovative ideas. We pride ourselves, Israel, as a nation of innovation, and we help to stimulate innovation wherever it finds itself. We are all well acknowledged for advancements in the area of agriculture, including floriculture. As an embassy, we have been committed to contributing to the realization of Ghana's development agenda through innovation and culture. It is in line with this principle that we decide to initiate this competition within the framework of the GGFS. The Israeli Green Innovation Competition projects green innovativeness and encourage young people to participate meaningfully in agriculture for job creation and income generation, especially in a year like we have this year, where everything is hampered by COVID-19. This is so important. The award scheme is intended to help stimulate participation in Ghana's floriculture industry, particularly by the youth. We are here today to select another brilliant young innovator. And I would like to say congratulations to all the 5 finalists who made it to the pitching phase. I look forward to being impressed and to be overwhelmed by you, and may the best candidate win. To our dear judges, who have been with us since 2019, thank you for all your support, time, and effort. We highly appreciate that. You help shaping the future of green innovation in Ghana. And finally, to our dear team of Stratcomm Africa and the Ghana Garden and Flower Movement, we are very grateful for your continuous support and collaboration. Thank you.
Another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Her Excellency Israeli Ambassador Designate to Ghana, Liberia, and Sierra Leone, Shlomit Sufa there. Now, let the competition begin, shall we? Contestants, competitors, are you ready? I don't feel the excitement, or you are tense. Are you excited? Are you? Okay, great. So, the rules of the game, you have 5 minutes each to tell the judges why you need to be awarded or why you need to be picked as the first winner. And then you have questions. You'll be asked 2 questions, and then you would have to leave, and then the rest will follow. So now let's welcome on stage the first candidate to present, Yusuf Sadiq from Sadiq Cluster Farms and Agri Consults. Let's welcome him. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, as he makes his way here. So you have 5 minutes, sir.
Yeah, hello. You're all welcome to this wonderful, innovative program. So my name is Sadiq Yusuf, an agronomist and a consultant in greenhouse farming. So what I have for you, and that is so that takes us to the problem that I identified before this came into existence. Now, one, I realized that after the knowledge I had in greenhouse farming from Agritop Limited and my further training, I realized people have bought the greenhouses in Ghana, yet they are failing. And the most important thing in life, for you to succeed in life, is something we call knowledge. So this was lack in the industry. So I decided, after my course with Agritop, fortunately I had a chance to go back to them and work with them. So I realized I've met clients whom have the greenhouses, but it has become a white elephant in their homes. So I realized, no, they need something I have and I can share with them. That is one. Two, I met brilliant individuals, young guys, because of the same place I was, Agritop. They come, they are so amazed by the greenhouse innovation. But so they come and then they want to find out more. But they want to start right, because that's what I always tell them. So for that matter, I decided to organize this. And the third is farmers are interested in buying the greenhouses, but it's so expensive, the imported ones. So what can I do about this also? So I thought we can also improvise. We can do something within the country. So I decided to go into the construction to help cut down the cost of installation. So that is the 3 reasons. Now, let's see the solutions. The solution is what I said. I'll give out the capacity building in greenhouse farming. 2, I will help do the construction at the minimum cost for individuals who are interested. Now, so the first I started this whole thing with is with the training, because I believe knowledge is power. So what did I do? This is the budget for the training, somewhere around 6,000. Not so bad. But I told myself I can do it and I have to do it. Because I had something which was greater than money. Because I had that, the money was easy to come by. So I started the training. Let's see the first batch and what transpired. Actually, when I started the first batch training, what happened was, I told you, I have met these young guys and people who are interested. So it was easy. I just linked up again. Now, guys, this is what I intend to do. And these young guys, they wanted to be trained by Agritop, because Agritop was training agricultural graduates in greenhouse capacity building, like myself. But these guys are business guys and other guys who are not in the field. So they are handicapped. So I decided to help. So I called them. You can't go to Agritop, but you still have the knowledge Agritop is giving. So I'm starting this. So this is the first course I started with just 4 guys. I have one of my prototypes here to show you. He's Nana, he's at the back. He's among the first batch. So this is the inside of the greenhouse when we started with just 4 students. And then the next one the same. So let's see more pictures. So the practicals ongoing. And like I said, this program was fully practical because we are fed up with the theories. I was in the university full of theories. Greenhouse became like a god. But after the training, I realized, no, practical is more important. So I believe in doing by learning or practicing. So this is the first course, and we have some yummy greenhouse, the cucumber there to harvest. So let's look at the second course. The second course was much improved because the first one, like I said, I didn't know how it would look like, but the guys really helped me shape it. The second course, fantastically, so we have the orientation on the far left. The second course, we were able to go out of our center. We went out of the center. The first course we did not do, to visit other farmers. And we visited a farmer who was into aquaponics, which is aquaculture plus hydroponics. So we were doing some water testing there. And then we have the rest of the picture down there. So the next picture also throw more light on our practicals in the greenhouse. So the upper right picture, I told them, you see, this is the inside of the greenhouse. Take the before picture. The before picture will tell you what you will see in the next few days or next few weeks after we have cultivated the house. So like you can see, we still continue with the practicals. Okay. And then that is the remaining. So we continue. So this is what we harvested, we packaged, and then we sold it. So this is the graduation for the second course. Amazingly, we did it fantastically, and it was wonderfully. So after training, what happens? This is the package we have for the training, consultancy free, and then the construction at an easy price. And then the next has to do with the first construction site for one of my students who is here. So you see the pictures rolling. So this is the budget. These are the pictures. And then we were able to successfully build a greenhouse at a relative price. So finally, we move on to our next, that is the irrigation. So this is what basically we are doing. This is our future projection, where we want to get to, and we are heading towards, in 4 years' time, we went together. Indeed, we will. So let's enjoy this picture from one of my students. He sent me just yesterday. Please, let's enjoy it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So stay around. Stay around. And I wish you all the best, Sadiq. Yusuf Sadiq with Sadiq Cluster Farms and Agri-Consults. We'll take 2 questions from 2 judges.
Yeah, hello. Congrats, Sadiq, for the presentation. And also, I would like to say that particularly I have a keen interest in climate change. So you talking about this particular innovation which tackles the issue of climate change and looking at how we can stay resilient is something that for me appeals greatly to me. Sure. In terms of the budget, I think you talked about the fact that this particular innovation in itself or this particular idea is in itself very expensive. And you are trying to localize it, and with the budget I saw, 5,000 something, which...
No, the 5,000 was for the training.
Training, okay.
And then almost 16,000 for the construction.
For the construction, yes. Okay. That's $16,000 for the construction.
No,
right?
cities.
Cities, okay.
But it is $6,000, the same size, yes.
For the training?
No, for the construction of the same size,
okay.
it will cost you $6,000.
Okay.
So locally we are doing it at 16,000 Ghana cedis.
Great,
yes.
yeah. So if you convert that dollar into cedi, that is about 36,000, and then
exactly.
reducing that
yes.
to 16,000, which is quite impressive
half,
for
yes.
me. I would like to find out, in terms of your training, you talked about your future goal, training 25 people and all.
Yes.
How many have you trained so far? And in terms of the construction, do you source materials locally? What are the materials you use for the production of this facility? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Should I answer that? Okay. So the first question, how many people have I trained so far? The first course, I trained 4 people. The second course, I did 7. And then the third course is uploading. I'm looking at doing 15. And then, so in all, I've trained 11 people so far, just from January. And then with the materials for the construction, everything, we buy all the governance pipes and all the materials locally here, nothing imported. Nothing, absolutely.
Okay, so we'll take the second question. From Madam Leslie.
How do you track the people that you have trained?
Well, like I said, as part of the after-training package, we make sure we give free consultancy for the whole growing season. some of these students, remember, are already farmers. So it is easy to link up with them. We have a platform. All the 11 students are on it.
So give me 3 of your indicators of success.
Okay.
By which you track.
Okay. So 1, higher produce as compared to your previous yield. 2, you being able to train others to do what you are doing. And then 3, you being able to expand from where you are to the next level. Thank you very much.
Thank you to Sadiq, and I wish you all the best. So quickly go to our second competitor. Maxwell Kojo Honu is with Ebapreneur Solutions. Interesting name. Let's welcome Maxwell Kojo Honu. Remember, you have 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Make good use of it. All the best.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, honorable judges. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. For the purpose of the presentation, I would like to be referred to as Deladem. So I'm the founder of Ebapreneur Solutions, and then Ebapreneur shortly means ecosystem-based adaptation, Preneur Solutions. So we offer solutions that are meant to mitigate climate actions and then also help farmers add value to their produce, especially cassava. Next slide, please. So Ebapreneur started somewhere latter part of 2019, where it's been one of the main problems that Ghana faces in terms of post-harvest losses. According to the UNFCCC focal person for Ghana, Ghana loses 720 million as post-harvest losses because cassava farmers cannot add value to their cassava, and cassava is a crop that does not have a long shelf life. So what happens? You don't need money to start an idea. You need an idea to start making money. So coming into this place, we looked at creating a socio-economic solution such that we are solving a social problem, at the same time creating an avenue where we can engage young people who can adapt to their skills, whether they've studied agriculture, because from my background, I studied computer science in the university. So I had little knowledge about agriculture and stuff like that. So I came together and I spoke with my colleagues who are here, and then we started Ebapreneur Solutions by looking out for waste, cassava peels, orange peels, potato peels, yam peels. How do people dispose of these things? They just throw it away. Mind us, one of the biggest problems we have in Ghana is how we dispose of our waste. So if by creating or turning this waste into alternative clean fuel, which Ghana is trying to solve a problem. At the moment, from the Environmental Protection Agency perspective, Ghana is running a solution which is supposed to help them address the national determined contributors, which every country has set out to do in the Paris Agreement. So what can we do as a youth enterprise to complement the government's efforts? By creating this clean energy, we are not necessarily, or we don't necessarily need a huge budget to start with. So being backstopped by the UNEP office in Nairobi, we were trained on how to make briquettes. And then in the picture, we have when we first made our briquettes. Please move to the next. I'll talk about it. Next. Okay, so on this slide, you can see when we first started. In the first picture, that was the very first briquette we made. And we used a container from the paints, the small paints. So we did this with combination of cassava peels, straws, and then we used a binder in the form of starch. That is my team, and then Simeon from Nigeria who came to train us. So this makeshift kilns was what we started improvising to use to increase our production. And in the next slide, that was what we were able to make. So alternatively, our solution is a value chain solution, where we are seeking to work with cassava farmers, help them add value to their cassava such that if they are not able to sell it off, we can create solar dryers which are made from locally sourced materials. We don't have any background in welding, but together, myself and our team was able to come up with a solar dryer that, as you can see here. So these solar dryers can dry cassava within the space of 6 to 8 hours without having to dry it in the open and contaminating it. Now, a lot of us in Ghana think that cassava flour, which we locally call kokonte, must be black. No, it must not be black. It turns black because it gets contaminated and is dried in the open air. So these solar dryers are going to help you to dry them under hygienic conditions such that you can now mill it into a flour which can be used into other confectionery products. So what are we doing? We are working together with cassava farmers, adding value to solutions, being able to turn the waste into clean energy. Now, this will avert the pressure that is on the Ghana, our forestation, our plantation, where most of our charcoal is made, because they go to the forest, they cut down the trees, and they turn them into charcoal. So instead of making people focus on creating more charcoal from the plantation, we are now turning the waste from the cassava farmer into clean energy. And if I will be pardoning, I would like one of my colleagues to bring me a sample of the briquette so that I just show us something briefly. So, thank you. So, one of the major causes of death in Ghana is indoor pollution. Now, I'm going to light this without using any aid. Okay, so as you can see here, this is lighted. Once it gets a lot of air, it would start lighting. And this produces little to no smoke. And we know indoor pollution causes our mothers to have health implications. So in short, we are providing an agro value chain which cuts across from the farmer through to clean energy, climate change mitigation and adaptation, and also being able to make farmers have more value. So in this case, they are not losing their cassava to the market that does not exist, because they are now turning the cassava into more value products. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So do I call you Deladem or... Okay. Another round of applause for Deladem. Interesting. So we'll take... All right. So we'll take 2 questions. Okay. Mr. Kayode Akintemi.
Yeah, congratulations on an excellent job that you've done so far. The key thing for me will be to find out, how can you scale this? Do you have a scalability in this to move from where you are now? Because it looks like a small scale project, but if you want to scale and increase the size of products that could come out of it, what's your futuristic plan for this?
Thank you very much for the question. So at the moment, we have one 10 by 7 feet solar dryer installed in Berin South in a community called Akotikrom. So this is a mainly cassava growing community, and then we wanted to pilot the project. And what they complain most about is that because they don't have a ready market to sell the cassava, it's either they are able to sell part of it and the rest they are not able to sell. Of course, if the family feeds on it, the rest will go to waste. So the scaling up aspect here is some of the material we used in the initial solutions, in the initial solar dryers, were not quality enough. But because when we used the first materials, it solved the solution, it solved the problem, as in being able to contract the sun and store it and dry the cassava. So going forward, we are now looking at quality covering material where we can now have a solar dryer that can stay for up to 2 years before we replace the material. So all we need now is, of course, I'm sure that every government wants individuals, because we, the youth, are the non-state actors that can help the government to be able to achieve whatever plans they have set in the Paris Agreement. So I think that going forward, looking at what we have done, which is the most important, if we need to, sorry, I'm not finding the right word. If we need to convince them to see that, oh, We don't have nothing, but we've been able to do something. So how can they come on board? At this point, we are expecting that government, private institutions should come on board and support us with materials that can help us create quality solar dryers. I don't know if that answers. Thank you.
So remember, you have 1 minute to answer your next question. All right.
Okay, great job.
Thank you.
I would like to ask, so you're trying to solve one problem by minimizing carbon emissions and all of that.
Yes,
but
please.
then there's food security at stake.
Yeah.
And food produce like cassava, which is your raw material,
Yes.
is supposed to serve for food for people and also serve for charcoal for you. With this question of scalability, what are you intending to innovate on, or how are you intending to innovate from competing with people for food they are supposed to eat at the expense of producing your product?
Thank you very much. So one of the reasons we looked at the solar dryer was most of the time we complain about not adding value to what we produce. And for the cassava value chain, they record very high post-harvest losses. And so when we spoke to a couple of farmers in cassava farming communities, their problem is the cassava is grown, is harvested, they have produce, but they can't sell it off. So that means that we are rather losing food to waste. Now, this solution is rather to create an avenue where we can add value to the cassava and now have and be food secured. So if, for instance, you have 100 kilograms of cassava harvested by a farmer and he's able to sell 30%, the rest of the 70% he's not able to sell will naturally go to waste because it will spoil. Now, if you turn that 70% that would go to waste into flour can be cassava flour. It can be complemented with other flours to make different forms of food. You can make cassava bread, you can make cassava chips, you can make all sorts of things, and I'm sure there are cooks and chefs around here who can tell you various confectionaries they can make with that. So in going forward, we are also looking at working with people who have skill in being able to diversify food with cassava flour, such that the cassava that is not being able to use for fufu instantly can be turned into flour, which can be used for other things. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You owe me a lot of time. All right, a round of applause for Maxwell Kojo Honu. He wants to be known as Della. He's with Forernest Solutions, and we just heard from him. Let's head straight to Selma Fidelia Colley. She's with Nature Code. A round of applause to Selma. Selma, you have just 5 minutes. Ensure that you make the most of it. Okay, another round of applause.
Everyone is born of a woman. Women are the source of our existence.
Hello?
My name is Selma Fidelia Colley, and I am the CEO of Nature's Code. Now, lack of affordable sanitary pads for our girls in the rural areas and our women means no quality education for these girls. Most of them lose 4 to 7 days every month of their school-going days. Most of them listen to men that lure them to provide for them. At the end, they end up getting pregnant and dropping out. Now, most of the sanitary pads on our shelves are made of plastic and chemicals. You can Google dioxin and sanitary pad right now. You'll see what it means. Now, some of the chemicals in this sanitary pad cause diseases like cervical cancer to our women. I know you understand that. Now, our deal is that we produce affordable, eco-friendly sanitary pads made from the banana stem fiber and cornstarch. Our goal is to make sure that our girls will be in school at all times and help prevent our mothers and women from dying from diseases like genital cancer and cervical cancer. It is also to put food on the table of people who are unemployed. Now, our target market is the B2B beachhead markets. They are the supermarket, the malls, the shops, the UN agencies, the NGOs that buy parts for our girls. Now, our customer proposition is to give our girls the best of affordable, eco-friendly sanitary pads, and then give them great hygiene menstrual education so that they can be able to take care of themselves. I can assure you that when you go to the hinterland, most of our girls have problem going to school because of sanitary pads, and it is very pathetic. You can see from how we make our sanitary pad. We extract the fiber, and then we use the fiber, add it to a bit of cotton, and then we add cornstarch and make it. There is no chemicals in it. It is pure fiber, pure biodegradable, and it has no effect on the environment. Now, with this, we need some help. We need some staff to be able to establish. We've been able to sell our prototype to a couple of students, a couple of people who have ordered, who have heard of our product. They ordered for it, and then we've sold to them. Even though we've not got certification, we are working on our certification, and we are working on our land to get our mini factory at Joapon. Now, the reason why we are placing our factory at Joapon is that we have a long stretch of banana farm along the river, the Volta River, that belongs to the Volta River Estate. Now, we are going to take this banana stems that are agri-waste so that we use it for this goal. Our aim also is to make something out of waste and bring it to something that is worthy of living. Climate impact is that okay, let me go to our other SDGs. Is that no poverty, no hunger, good health and well-being, quality education, gender equality. We've been able to get some award with our projects. And then we were second in Unleashed Talent. We were the only business that made it to the world stage last year, Climate Launchpad from Ghana. And we were winners, one of the winners of the British Council Entrepreneurship project. Our dream is to be the best manufacturing factory in Ghana that projects the woman, that projects an affordable, eco-friendly sanitary pad and sanitary wares for our women and girls. We want to end period poverty. Not talking about the taxes that are placed on sanitary pads in this country. We want to kill it. And I want to say emphatically that our product is a mission, and it is to change the narrative. It is a revolution, and this mission is a savior. Now, our product is called Timeless. Timeless. This is our time to change the narrative. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Selma Fideli, our colleague. And about the sanitary pad, we have 20% tax on sanitary pads. And I think that, yes, I mean, I remember last year before the elections, there were promises that it will be taking off. We are still yet to get there, and we are hoping that we get there. So all the best. We'll take 2 questions. Mr. Kayode, all right. Madam Monasem, okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
It reminds me of the good old days where we were using cotton wool. I'm saying that because of the thickness of the product. Okay. All right. So I'm saying that it reminds me of the good old days where we used to use cotton wool. And we reverted to using the sanitary towels, the processed ones, because of the lightness of its nature and its ability to take on more fluids than the cotton was. Now, this particular product is quite thick, and that's how come it's taking me back to the day. Do you have any plans of improving the size and also improving its ability to soak more than it looks like it can?
Yes, please. This is a prototype, and I can tell you this is not the first prototype. We had several prototypes before this one. We are hoping that our finished products for the market will be more elaborated, more lighter, because when we have the machines will press them. This one wasn't machine press, that's why you see it like that. If the machines press on it, you see it become light but absorbs. We actually are in talk with Kantanka. Our reason for getting Kantanka on our project is to work with people in Ghana, to work with manufacturers in Ghana, and to give reference to people who are working in Ghana and products in Ghana. So we are hoping that when we get investors, we would have the machines to produce our sanitary pads that will be affordable, that will get our girls in school at all times. Yes, thank you.
Okay, congratulations on your success so far, especially with all the awards that you have won. I find it quite impressive that you've come up with this concept. But at the same time, my question will be, how sustainable is this, one? And then two, you have not told me anything that indicates that this is truly biodegradable, and how do you dispose of it?
Okay. Your first question is that how sustainable it is. It is sustainable because the sanitary pad is a lifelong product. It doesn't die, just like water. You need it. We need it. Whether you like it or not, you would have your menses. So we need it. It's going to sustain. Once we start production, we don't even need to advertise to people. They will buy because you would need it. We'd work with the schools, we work with the hospitals, we work with the malls. Everywhere we need to work with to get our products sold. And people are so careful today about the things that they take in. And I want to assure you that the things that we insect, they are equally like the things that we drink. And they go faster. If any one of us have used suppository before, when you only take para in and you take suppository by this, the suppository works faster. So the things that we put here, I tell you, I'm telling you today, if you do the research I asked you to do, you would be thinking about every woman. If not every woman, you'll be thinking about your family, the women in your family. Now, the second question that you asked is...
Eco-friendly,
eco-friendly.
In terms of how do you dispose it?
How we dispose it. Now, the sanitary pads that we have today have plastic and they have chemicals. Now, the plastic, most people put them into the toilet, the drain, and it goes to choke the drain. Now, this one, the fiber, when you put it in the sun, it diminishes within 2 weeks. It diminishes within 2 weeks. The medicine that we use to cover is a cloth. And you know cloth, when water touches it, it tears into parts. It diminishes within, when you go to the landfill, within 3 to 4 weeks, it diminishes. But for the sanitary pad, the plastic, it takes more than 4 years to get diminished. in the land fields. So we are sure that when you bury this fiber right now, or even when you put water on it right now, it becomes so soft, and then it starts, yes. So before you know, it's it's diminishing. So I can assure you, I'm so sure, more than 100% that our product is biodegradable, and we are proud of it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Selma Fidelia Colley, you can leave now. And I wish you all the best. Okay, so we'll go to the fourth competitor. NS Apache is with Stillmore. NS, let's welcome NS. NS, remember you have just 5 minutes, and I'm hoping you make the most of it. It starts now.
Thank you very much. Okay. So, my name is Ernest Apache, as he introduced me, and I'm from Stillmore, and I'm here to present to you the Black Soldier Fly technology. So, urban waste management is one of the immediate and most serious challenges confronting our urban authorities. And the severity of this challenge continues to grow as urbanization continues and population also grows. It is with this concern that the president promised to make the country clean, thereby making Accra the cleanest city. Now, okay, so thereby making Accra the cleanest city. Now, in able to deal with this challenge, I believe in a low-cost technology, I believe in a sustainable technology, and I also believe in attractive technology to be able to solve this challenge. And it is by this means that we are introducing the Black Soldier Fly as a technology that has been proven and tested. Now, several key factors make the Black Soldier Fly a very promising organism to be able to handle and manage our waste. That is when managed and engineered well, is able to digest our waste. Now, what are the key attributes? I'm saying that if you introduce a Black Soldier Fly to solid waste, the Black Soldier Fly is able to reduce the amount of solid waste by 80%. So I have a ton of waste here, solid waste here. I introduce Black Soldier Fly, the right amount of Black Soldier Fly to it. You come back in 14 to 16 days, you see that 1 ton of waste being reduced to 200 kilograms. Again, Black Soldier Fly, because when you introduce Black Soldier Fly to a waste, we are able to have a byproduct. In other words, we add value to the waste. What value? We are able to get larvae in the form of animal feed protein, and also we are able to get compost residue as plant fertilizer. Now, with the larvae, it's very high in protein, about 30% plus in protein, and also 30% plus in crude fat, and it has been proven to be the best substitute for fish meal. And also with the plant fertilizer that we get, our gardeners and our farmers and our vegetable growers, they love it so much. Again, the Black Soldier Fly is promising because we don't need any high-end technology to be able to use to manage waste. In other words, we don't need a waste expert or a professor in waste management to be able to do that. We are saying that you can just train an unskilled labor with a little training and set him up, and he'll be able to manage such a setup. Again, we are saying that the waste to biomass conversion ratio for this project is very high. In other words, it's around 15 to 20%. What am I saying? If I have a ton of waste on a landfill site and introduce the right amount of Black Soldier Fly to it, I'm saying that I'm able to harvest Black Soldier Fly that is weight up around 150 to 200 kilograms. And that brings in the business perspective because we're able to sell and make returns from it. Now, once there is a business perspective, then we are looking at employment solution also being catered for. Again, the levy with a high concern of feed to the aquaculture industry and then the agriculture industry, where we all know you can't use fish to feed fish. Basically, what most people are doing now, with the Black Soldier, that has been recommended to be the best substitute for fish meal. I hope this can address the challenge in that area. Okay, so basically, how do we even engineer the Black Soldier Fly? Now, to do that, I want us to first look at the life cycle of the Black Soldier Fly. And it is with this life cycle that you can understand and appreciate how they're able to decompose and do what they do. Now, basically, with this picture on the board, you can see the first picture, that is the pictorial diagram of a Black Soldier Fly. Now, with the second one, that's the side view of a Black Soldier Fly. With the third one, that is the female, a Black Soldier Fly laying eggs. Now, basically, when the black soldier lays the eggs, mostly we introduce, in the natural space, they lay the eggs close to organic waste, so that the moment the egg emerges into larva, they can have the waste to feed on, and then also they try to lay their eggs in cavities so that direct sunlight does not have touch and bend the eggs or dry them off. So we are saying that the third picture is the female black soldier fly laying the eggs. Now, once the eggs are laid, you introduce them to the organic waste material. They're able to decompose. And at the fourth picture down there that you see, that is where most of the degrading starts. In fact, that is the only stage of the life cycle of the black soldier fly that feeds. In other words, the adult black soldier fly does not feed. It is only the larva stage that they feed. Okay. So next. Okay, so this is how the black soldier fly is engineered to solve the solution. So we have the rearing unit, we have the treatment unit, and then we have the last unit, which is the storage unit. Next. Okay, so that is okay. So that is the byproduct. We have the live, the waste. Okay, and then the lastly, next. Okay, so now this is how sustainable it is. A ton of waste, when introduced to black soldier fly, we're able to get the byproduct, and when we sell this byproduct, we're able to get 73 USD. Now, what am I saying? Accra produced 300 tons of waste. So we are saying that if we're able to convert such a waste into the other byproduct, that means we are looking at a total addressable market of 80 million USD. Now, we at Stemo, we believe in growing organically, and we are saying that. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. A round of applause. Okay, so we have two questions for Ernest. Okay.
How practical is this, and who is your target? Is this a commercial facility, or are you building it for households? Who are you targeting to train to apply these technologies?
The question again.
How practical? It sounds very theoretical. Right? How practical is it, and who are you targeting to train to deploy these solutions? Is it household to help them manage their waste? Is it a city to help them manage their waste? I'm trying to understand who your key stakeholders are.
Okay, so who am we targeting? Basically, I believe in waste management should not be something leaving to only the city authorities. So we are targeting private individuals, and like I said, we don't need a high-end technology to be able to do this. So it's very good also for the low-income settings areas that we can set them up and train them to do this. Yes.
Is this in the idea stage, or you're already implementing
We have
this?
already, if you go to the next slide, you realize that we implemented it, and we were implementing at 5 tons. We did 5 tons, and we were able to break even and reimburse our investment in 5 years. This is what shows how you can, the operational cost and everything. So it is practical, we did it, and then this is the result. Yeah. And also sustainable.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, I would like to find out, you talked about individuals or a household can use that. So first and foremost, I would like to find out what's the quantity of black fly you require for the decomposition. You talked about the fact that they're able to decompose about 80% of waste between 14 to 16 days. So what's the quantity required? And if individuals are supposed to implement this, is there like a training or awareness? Because you don't need a technology, but people need to adopt it. And you know the adoption among Ghanaians, like with the whole larvae and all of that, there is a certain perception around it. Is there that training and awareness that is given to them?
So a single black soldier fly can lay about 500 to 1,000 eggs. Now, if I have a ton of waste here and I introduce about 23 million black soldier fly larvae to it, within 12 to 16 days, the amount is able to reduce drastically. So if I understand your question is, what is the quantity of black soldier fly to introduce? So we are looking at 23 million black soldier flies, yes. And with these 23 million black soldier flies or the larvae eggs, we can only have it from about 9,000 black soldier fly laying their eggs. Yeah.
So for a household like my household, do I need just one or more than that in terms of waste that I generate in a household? Like if you look at a normal household setting.
Okay, so what we did was to look at the sustainability, in other words, the business aspect of it. So for a household, you can do it for the fun side, or you can do it to maybe feed your backyard poultry farm and other things. And that, because from what we did, the break-even point is to treat 5 tons of waste daily. That is the break-even point that we did. So if you're in a household, you can't really go treating 5 tons of waste. So basically, you do it at your pressure to feed your backyard garden chicks and then aquaculture if you have it. Yeah.
Yes, it's very good to know that we have other means of reprocessing our waste. Now, you said that they multiply in thousands, right?
Yeah, a single black soldier fly can lay up to 1,000 eggs. Single black soldier.
Okay, so my fear now is, assuming your product takes off or your idea takes off and every household has it, what are the chances that we won't be swarmed, in the country? Do you have any measures, control measures, to curtail their productivity?
The productivity of the black soldier fly? Yes, we don't rent them in the wild. We rent them in a closed open space. We construct a closed open space. So it's not that we leave them to the wild. Yeah.
But we are having them in our homes now, assuming.
Okay, to also add up, black soldier fly is a very gentle, calm, and decent fly. Don't imagine black soldier fly like the house fly. They are not vectors, they don't transmit disease, they are calm, they don't make those nauseating noise. So trust me, black soldier fly, you love it.
I don't think you've really answered the question, right? They seem carnivorous. For them to be able to decompose that much waste within a short period, if there's an outbreak in a home, how do we contain that?
So the adult black soldier fly, like I said, does not feed. They feed voraciously at the larva stage. So if you see an adult black soldier fly, they never feed, they don't transmit disease, like I said. I don't know if I'm answering the question. So you are scared of the adult that they may grow and feed on things. And I'm saying that the adult black soldier fly does not feed. Yes. The only feeding takes place during the larval stage.
All right. Thank you so much, Ernest. The soldier fly is not dangerous. Simplicity. A round of applause. We're streaming live on myjoyonline.com and also the Ghana Garden and Flower Movement page on Facebook. So go there and let's know what you make of the ideas shared so far. We'll take our very last competitor. Kojo Asare Apori is with the Design Innovation Center. Round of applause. Is Kojo around? Okay, Kojo. Okay. It's all part of your 5 minutes.
Hi, I'm Kojo Asare Apori, and I'm with Design Innovative Center. And our interest is into sustainability design, also into upcycling and reuse. Well, what I have here today are a few products that we have that we want to showcase. So what we do at Design Innovation Center is to try and make use and come up with things that have been already used. So for instance, I'm an interior design lecturer anyway. So what I seek to do is that everybody has a home. Can I come down if you don't mind? Yeah, great. Everybody has a home. And in your home, almost what happens is that whatever you use ends up has an expiry date. What do you do with it? So for instance, we took old bathtub that have been worn out and thrown away. And then what we've come up with it are these lovely garden chairs or backyard chairs that you can have in your home. So that's making reuse of it. And also, we have making lampstands out of old bottles that can be thrown away. And then what we have to show you is what we have here too, is our lovely blender bikes. What this blender bike seeks to do is that we also want to promote healthy living and exercising in Ghanaians, and also promote our local products where people will love to eat more of our. So what we do is that when you sit on this blender bike, you're able to blend your own smoothie, but we also want to encourage healthy living, and especially within our children. If they have this at home, imagine having this at home. You will not have the kids asking for sweets, because they would love to also paddle and make smoothies. So it's all part of what we are doing as Design Innovation Center. And our aim is to also take this to the north of Ghana, where we have a lot of ladies cycling bicycles. And we have a product where, even though this is static, our next move is to make where you can still ride your bicycle and still use the blender bike to use. And it's also eco-friendly because you don't need electricity to blend it. You don't need electricity to blend it. All you need to do is sit on it and then blend. And it comes out with a smoothie. And for our local mothers at home, they can use it to make their tomatoes, pepper, grinding, and all that. So you don't need electricity. So these are the few things we have to showcase. And because we are into sustainability design, for instance, we took this old tie rim and made a clock out of it. So our aim is to come up with things that can be reused and make things out of it. Thank you. Please, any questions for me, please? Sorry, I forgot to also introduce this to you. What we also seek to do is, this is a prototype, that we want people to be able to sit in their garden for long. For able to sit in your garden for long, at some point, your phone might go off or your gadget might go off. So we've come up with a product where you can connect your phone at the same time, charge your phone to music, and play at the same time, also charge it. So that you can sit in the garden for long, for a healthy and rejuvenating time. Thank you. Please, questions for me?
That's the shortest presentation, but the most engaging. Do you agree? All right, so take questions from our judges.
Okay, thank you very much, and congrats on the presentation.
Thank you,
For
sir.
me, particularly, I would like to talk about the Smoothie Bike,
Yes,
which
sir.
for me is nothing new.
Yeah.
It's been in existence for
Yeah.
a while now.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that it's there
Ghanaian
to
made. I made it
encourage
here.
fitness and
Yeah.
encourage people to be active
Okay.
with their lifestyles and all. And it's like you looking at two things in one, cycling, exercising,
Yeah.
and then after that, probably having something organic, that is a,
Yeah.
a smoothie to consume.
Yes, sir.
So let me say, that is just my thoughts on that.
Well, great. Thank you for that. As I'm sure you are also into smoothie as I am. So I like smoothie. And I noticed that to get this blender bike, when I checked with, there's a famous blender bike making company called Rock the Bike. And they're in the US. It costs $2,000. Today I checked, it's $3,300. It's called Rock the Bike. You can check it online. $3,000 to produce or to buy. And as a local Ghanaian, I can't afford that. So what do? I come up with my own Ghanaian-made blender bike from old bicycles that I buy to use, sir. So even though the invention, no one owns the invention because it's already a blender bike and a bike you put together. So I don't claim invention to it, but what I'm claiming to is that this is the first made Ghanaian blender bike, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir.
I was wondering how much this costs.
Well, for a basic blender bike, it costs $1,900. That's how much I sell it for in Ghana, as compared to the $2,000, sir. Please. Where do you sell your product? I'm in Takrady, and in Accra, I live around Hacho. So when you want to get in touch, we'll produce for you. And it's custom made. So you tell us what you want. We can add Bluetooth speakers, we add charging system, whatever you want. Because at some point, we become bored just cycling. So we have others that they are Bluetooth attached to it. You can charge your phone and also play music whilst you cycle. So we keep improving upon it, sir.
Hello. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you only produce on commission basis?
I only produce on commission basis for now because of the production cost and all that. I'm a teacher, and you know Ghanaian teachers, we are not paid much. So I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I was just going to ask, that looks like a bathtub.
Yes, it is a bathtub.
Okay. Now, that does not look like the kind of chair
you would like
that
to sit
you
on.
can sit on it and be comfortable because of the way the legs are structured.
Oh, okay.
How can you be sure that you will not be falling off that?
Well, and we did it in that sense because of the curvy nature. You know, there's because of the curvy nature, that's why we did it like that, to give a tray armchair. And tray armchair are also stable. It's only a kid who will sit on it and be moving up and down. And an older person sits firmly. And when you sit firmly on it, there's nothing to it. You'll be safe. So if you don't mind, kindly come and try it for me, sir.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. That's fine. But in terms of pricing, though, how much are you selling them?
Well, I encourage people that give us your old batter instead of throwing them away, because our aim is to reduce the environmental impact of interior design products on the environment. So if you do have, I'll produce for you at the cost of 1,500. But if you don't have, and we have to go to the scrap people to get it, now they sell it at a cheaper price. At a high price. So it ends up going up. So per production, all this costs 2,000. But if you have your batter, that's way to go. That's great. Then we just do the rest for you, sir.
Congratulations. Well
Yes, sir.
done.
Yes, thank you, sir. Please, any more questions, please? Thank you.
Auntie Esther, you have a question? Auntie Esther? Okay. All right.
Yes, please. Yes, ma'am.
I guess we're trying to get people to use things that you've seen the unusual garden over there.
Yes, ma'am.
Our interest is in getting people to take their own old bathtubs
Yes.
and do something with
Yes.
them. Are you able to educate people, train ordinary people to be able to take some of these things and
Yes,
work on
I'm
them?
able to do
Because
that.
then they'll be cheaper.
Yeah, it'll be
and
cheaper.
people would be more willing to use discarded
Yes.
old stuff in their homes
Yes,
to do
please.
things rather than come to you.
Yeah, I'm able to train, Sorry, sir. Yes, I'm able to train. As I said, I'm already a teacher. So as a teacher, training is part of what we do. So I'm able to train people if they want to do it.
So how are you ensuring sustainability?
Sustainability of these chairs, of the business. Well, how am I ensuring sustainability of it? If in terms of the material, what you use will also. Give me a sec. How am I ensuring sustainability of the backup chairs? Of everything here. Oh, okay. Well, what we do is that we keep producing based on the customer telling us what they want. I'm not clear on this question. Geez, thank you, please. Thank you. My long-term plan is to keep this going, especially with the blender bikes. How? Well, educate people. One, we have Metro TV here today. As people are looking at us, obviously they are going to have an idea that, we never knew we could use our bathtubs to make chairs. And since we can now use our bathtubs to make chairs. That's a starter. Also for the blender bike, as I said, our aim is to go to the north more where there's lack of electricity and build more bikes for them to use, apart from what they have, or show them that we can use blender bikes to blend instead of electricity, which is also eco-friendly, ma'am. Sorry, I didn't get it right. Sorry. Okay, great. Thank you. Yes, sir.
I'll just give you a little apple.
Sorry, sir?
I'll just give you a little apple. Right?
Okay.
So for this business you are running, since you are running it on commission basis, you need to devise alternate income streams. Repairs, remodeling of some of the things you already model for people so that you can make extra income.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
So that could be a way to sustain it. I think that's what Auntie Esther was hoping to get. Congratulations, Kojo Asare Apori of Design Innovation Center. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, to all our 5 candidates. Amazing ideas. And we hope to see who wins this year's competition. The judges are compiling their results, and we hope to hear from them shortly. We are live on Metro Television, by the way. We are also live on myjoyonline.com. We are streaming live. We are streaming live on Facebook, the Ghana Garden and Flower Movement page. So go there, let's know what you make of your experience so far. It's been 5 days of exhibiting, 5 days of experiencing the Ghana Garden. And we're also live on YouTube. So the Ghana Garden and Flower Show page on YouTube, we are live there as well. So let's get your comments. What has experience been so far between Wednesday and now? And we'll be glad to share with the rest of the world. I want to say thank you to our judges so far as they compile their results. Her Excellency Shlomit Sufa, who is the Israeli ambassador designate to Ghana, Liberia, and Sierra Leone. Madame Esther Koba, She is the CEO of Strategic Communications Africa and the Executive Director of the Ghana Garden and Flower Movement, our host. Mr. Felix Beidu is the Sustainability and Responsibility Manager at Guinness Ghana Breweries. Madame Mona Assem, she joined us later on. She's a beautiful fair lady on my left. Part of our judges, she's an entrepreneur. And Mr. Foster Awintiti Akugri is with the incubator manager at Stanbic Bank Incubator Ghana. We wait as they compare. And also the managing director of Metro Television, Mr. Kayode Akintemi, the reason why we are streaming live on Metro Television. So we await the results as they compare them. I don't know whether it's ready. It's not ready yet. Okay, so while we are at it, I'm sure you have questions. Those who have questions, I saw a lady's hand up at the back. She said she had a question for one of the candidates. Hello? So you can please ask your question. You had some questions to ask. Would you want to come forward? Say again. You want me to come? We may not hear you, so just come. Thank you. You had a question to ask. And also, if you have a question to ask about any of the exhibitions, you can ask them while we wait for the results.
It was the question. So the sanitary, the timeless the sanitary part is. I actually wanted to ask if they had like sort of maybe you've tried it, like let me not a clinical trial, but like you've tried it on maybe some in a community or some community, so that like I'm a public health advocate, I know maybe I'll know that okay, this has been tried, this is the absorbent level, then I'll say that okay, I'll be able to help you maybe in marketing or saying it out there. That's just what I wanted to ask you.
Thank you. So do we have anybody who has used your parts?
Yes, we have donated our parts to the Japon JHS students, about 200 people, and we have had reply and remarks from them. We also have sold to a few individuals who saw our product and said, I want to try. Even though we told them that we don't have certification now, we are now working on certificate. They said, we want it. Once it is biodegradable, no chemicals, nothing, they just want to try it. And we have had great remarks and they are happy. They just want to know when Timeless is launching. And Timeless, we are proudly Ghanaian. Thank you. No plastic. Yes, no plastic. No plastic. Cornstarch. No leakage. The cornstarch blocks the leakage when it lands, because cornstarch is thick, so it chokes everything. We have had a lot of research to work on this product, and this product is a mission for us, and we are going. Thank you.
All the best. I wish you all the best, because I'm very certain it will solve a lot of problems here. I'm yet to find how many. We really don't have a lot of locally produced sanitary pads. We are always importing. So we'll take some musical break while we wait for the results of who emerged the 2021 winner of the Green Innovation Competition. So we'll wait for just a sec. We'll take some musical break, and then we'll be back. Thank you all very much.
Sometimes I feel say she dey feel the same way I do, but she dey call me brother. I know the bad that thing. Sometimes we dey act like lovers, when we dey do more things. My bestie, my bestie, my bestie, my bestie, my bestie. If you dey hear this song, just don't say something.
Also streaming live on Facebook, the Ghana Garden and Flash Show page. Also on YouTube, we are streaming live. Once again, congratulations in advance to all the candidates. Yusuf Sadiq of Sadiq Cluster Farms and Agri Consults. Congratulations to Maxwell Kojo Honu, Ebapreneur Solutions. Congratulations to Selma Fidelia Colley of Nature Code. Congratulations to Ernest Apache of Silmore. And congratulations to Kwejo Asari Apori of Design Innovation Center. A round of applause to all the candidates once again. Are you ready to know who is taking home what? Are you ready? All the competitors. All right. Let's welcome Her Excellency, the Ambassador Designate to Israel, of Israel to Ghana and Sierra Leone and Liberia. Her Excellency Shlomi Sufa, as well as CEO of Strategic Communications Africa, Madame Esther Koba, to do us the honors. Let's welcome them, ladies and gentlemen.
Before we start, I just want to say, before we start with presenting the certificates and the awards, I want to thank our competitors very, very much. You presented amazing ideas, and I think the most important thing about being an innovator and entrepreneur is that you don't stop to dream and to dare. Whether you win a prize today or not, I encourage you to follow your dreams, follow your plans, and make them true, make them come true, realize them, realize your dreams, your potential. Whether you win a prize or not, you're all winners. Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're delighted to present certificates to everybody who Yes, we're presenting certificates to those who participated, and we start with Kwejo Asari Apori. Please, let's clap for them. Give them some fire. Thank you. Well done. Well done. Well done. Congratulations. We're happy to present to Ernest Apache. Please, let's give them some vim. Third is Yusuf Sadiq. Yusuf, you won the third place and you get a plaque in addition to the certificate. Wow. Can I borrow it for a bit? It's beautiful. Take a picture. Yes. You're welcome. So we're happy to present to Selma Fidelia Carley. You made it to the second place. Wow. And now, and now, and now, who gets an all expense paid ticket, a trip to the Holy Land? Oh my goodness, to see Elijah and Elisha and Moses and inspect Jesus' tomb. Oh my goodness, Maxwell Kojo Honu. Please clap for him again. Well done, well done, well done, well done, Maxwell. Yes. This is a ticket. Wait. Ticket. Yes. So Maxwell gets to visit the innovation state of Israel, a state of innovation, a state for startups. Maxwell, you go there, you come back, and you contribute to making Ghana greener, cleaner, healthier, wealthier, and more beautiful. Come back and help preserve God's creation. Thank you. Thank you. Well done. Let's go for him again. Would you like to say something?
Thank you so much. On behalf of everyone, I would like to say a very big thank you for my team, James, Adam, Sunday, Salom, who is not here, and my other team guys who are around. And a big thank you to my mentor, Dr. Richard Munang, for inspiring this idea in me. And I thank all the judges for their kind words. And I'm hoping that I would put this on the map. I'll put Ghana on the map. And together we can build a greener and cleaner Ghana. Thank you so much. Thank you. Love you all.
And from Stratcomm Africa, when you come back, we give you free training in public speaking. We give you training in communication skills. And we also help you to build your organization with team building sessions. And of course, we also provide you an opportunity to speak to the media so that they can share information about what you experienced in Israel. Well done. Thank you. Would you like?
So we invite all candidates to come up here. We need to take official photos. We invite all the candidates to join Madam Esther Koba and Her Excellency Ernest, all of you, yes, all 5 candidates, please. Come with your awards. Come with them, yes. Congratulations to all of you, especially Ebapreneur. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Thank you so much, Madam Esther. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You may take your seats. Been such a beautiful journey, ladies and gentlemen. This is where we draw the curtain on the 2021 Green Innovation Competition. I'd like to say thank you to all who have invested in this journey, especially to the Embassy of Israel to Ghana, Liberia, and Sierra Leone for seeing the beauty in small businesses and supporting small businesses towards a greener, cleaner, and a more beautiful Ghana. Thank you to management and staff of Strategic Communications Africa, and thank you to the Ghana Garden and Flower Movement for such a beautiful, I see this, and like Madam Esther said, it will be beautiful for us to stay here for a very long time. Beautiful air to breathe just because we are going green. This is where we ended. I would like to say thank you again to all our judges, Her Excellency Shlomit Sufa, Israeli Ambassador Designate to Ghana, Liberia, and Sierra Leone. Thank you to Madam Esther Koba, CEO Strategic Communications Africa. Thank you to Mr. Felix Beidu, Sustainability and Responsibility Manager, Guinness Ghana Breweries. Thank you to Madam Mona Sem, an entrepreneur. And thank you to Mr. Foster Awin Titi Akugri, Incubator Manager, Stanbic Bank, Incubator Ghana. And thank you to Stanbic Bank, by the way, for supporting this journey as well. And Interplus. Want to say thank you to the Managing Director of Metro Television, Mr. Kayode Akintemi. We are streaming live on Metro Television. Want to say thank you to all of you. This is where we ended. We want to say a big thank you to God. So please let's all close our eyes and have a word of prayer. Our eyes closed. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for a beautiful journey. It's been 5 days of an amazing journey with you. And thank you to the 2021 Green Innovation Competition. We have the winner. We pray that this journey for Ebapreneur will be a beautiful one and a successful one, so that he will be a gift that keeps giving, so that others will benefit from him, so that the world will benefit from him. I want to say thank you to the Embassy of Israel to Ghana, Liberia, and Sierra Leone for their big hearts to bless these young businesses. We pray that this will be the beginning of beautiful things to happen. We give you all the praise, we give you all the adoration. In Jesus' name, amen. I deserve a round of applause for such a powerful prayer. Thank you so much. So we'll be wrapping up the entire Ghana Garden and Flower Show, so please don't go away. That will start almost immediately. Thank you so much. God bless you. Wednesday and now, we've had so much, over 100 exhibitors at this year's Ghana Garden and Flower Show. A round of applause. Over 100 exhibitors. And we are having the closing ceremony today. God has been faithful. Let's start with a word of prayer from Reverend Asamoah Jedu, who's a minister at Dunwell Asbury Church. Let's welcome him with a round of applause.
Let us pray. Eternal God, we return to you thanks and praise for the gift of life and what we have witnessed on these grounds this past week. We are grateful to you for all the small businesses and individuals who were able to come here to put their works on display. We thank you for the success that this has been, and we are grateful to you that you have brought us together this evening to close this wonderful exhibition of the works of nature. We thank you for everything and pray that you bless us with the gift of your presence as we go through this closing ceremony. And we ask this in Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, Reverend Asamoah Jedu, minister at Dunwell Asbury Church. We'll go right into the program for today. And I'd like to acknowledge the presence of the following personalities in our midst. This is a woman I have so much respect for. Miss Sandra Thompson is the secretary to the governor of the Bank of Ghana. She's the secretary at the Bank of Ghana. Let's welcome her with a round of applause. You're welcome, Miss Sandra Thompson. Miss Sandra Thompson is a secretary of Bank of Ghana. Let's also acknowledge the presence of Miss Josephine Nkrumah. She is the head of National Commission on Civic Education. Also, Mr. Kwamina Asumenin is the MD, Stanbic Bank. Madam Deborah Nanekia Ofori is with the La Dade Kotopon Municipal Assembly. She is a rep of the MCE. Olivia Jacqueline Ej is with the Ministry of Food and Agriculture. She's the Assistant Director. You're welcome, Madam. And then we have the Director of Parks and Gardens in our midst, Reverend Okai. A round of applause. So I'll acknowledge the personalities here as and when. So please pardon me if I don't do immediately. We'll now invite some of the exhibitors, two of the exhibitors. One of them I remember very well because she was my head of HR at Multimedia. Now she tells me she's doing this, and it started as a hobby. It's become serious business generating income. Let's welcome Madam Jane Jechi and one other exhibitor to tell us what the experience has been this year exhibiting at the Ghana Garden and Flower Show. Let's welcome her.
Hello, everybody. I'm very excited because this is a dream come true. 15 years ago, my husband and I started to work on our home garden. And then, bit by bit, we started giving out plants as gifts, doing potted plants in people's homes. And then we got adventurous and started to put prizes on them. Today we are here. And today, this fair, our participation has helped us to launch our new side business, Eden Rock Gardens GH. We have successfully, at this fair, launched our own potting mix, made up of regular cocoa peat, mixed with carbonated rice husks. We read up on it, and we found out that it helps with the growth of the plants. It helps to aerate the soil. It helps with retention. And the good thing about it is we took the rice husks from a rice mill in Dawenya. It was just there in heaps of waste. So we just stopped our car, filled our car, and here we are today with a potting mix of our own. we will come again and again and again. In fact, I was telling Richmond, the organizer, that why don't we do this once every quarter, and then we have an annual festival. So thank you very much, Auntie Esther. I've known you in many other quarters as well, but this is the other side of me. We love the greens. In our home, we have a lot of mosquitoes worrying us, but it does not compensate for the feeling of life that we have because of the greens. It looks like a forest when you get there. We have palm trees in pots. So it doesn't take much to have a nice garden. We live in a house with only one plot, but we have over 200 pots. You can do the same. Thank you.
So we'll have the second exhibitor. Okay. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, my name is Eunice Cere. I work with a company called Solutions to Exercise True Life Limited. The short form is Sex Life. So we sell Alexander Rose furniture from the UK, and then we also do gym equipment. My experience, it's been great. We've been here from day one. I think this is the 9th year. Our sales have been shooting. It's been going higher and higher because of this exhibition. And I think I agree with her. It should be every quarter, probably every month, if possible. Yes, it's been amazing. It's really been amazing. And I'm surprised Ghanaians love garden and they love plants and they love it. I'm surprised. Yeah. So when you get your plants and your flowers, remember to get furniture so you can sit outside and relax and then enjoy your garden. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and we are grateful for that. Car number GT689717 says, Suzuki, you haven't locked your car, so you would want to go and lock your car. Thank you very much. Towards a greener, cleaner, and a more beautiful Ghana, there's a closing ceremony of the 2021 edition of the Ghana Garden and Flower Movement. I'd like to acknowledge the presence of Her Excellency, Israeli Ambassador Designate to Ghana, Liberia, and Sierra Leone, Her Excellency Shlomit Sufa. She's here. She was with us during the innovation competition. We also want to acknowledge the presence of the MD of Metro Television, Mr. Kayode Akintemi. Thank you. And we are streaming live on Metro Television as well. We also want to acknowledge the presence of Miss V, the musician. I almost couldn't make you out because of the face mask. Thank you. She has love for green as well. Let's welcome Miss Josephine Nkrumah. She's the head of National Commission on Civic Education, and take a remark from her as well.
Thank you very much, Etanam. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll stand on existing protocols. I was here not on the first day, but the Ghana Garden and Flower Show has been running for 9 years, and I'm glad that every year I've found time to be here. Auntie Esther, kudos to you. It's been an amazing journey over the last 9 years. And believe me, it wouldn't be as it is today without the hard work, persistence, and passion that Auntie Esther personally has put to this. And when I drove in this afternoon, I was amazed. I was like, wow, there are even more cars here than I'd seen in previous years. And particularly because we are in a pandemic, and yet people still found it so important to be part of this movement. You all know my work is civic education, so I will do a little bit of civic education just to draw our minds to what we are as human beings and what we need to contribute to making this world beautiful. And as the theme for this year suggests, it said towards a greener, cleaner, healthier, wealthier, and more beautiful Ghana. Let's give it up for those words. Listen, 3 things we should take away. I know we know all of it, but I just want to remind us of what it is so that we become more intentional about our living. We become more intentional and deliberate about what we do to contribute to making the environment a beautiful place for all of us. First, those of us who are Christian and as well those who are Muslim, we should understand that we have a God-given responsibility. If you read Genesis, it talks about us being stewards of the environment. It talks about us being the ones who govern the environment. And that does not happen when you are passive. It means you must be deliberate about what you do. You must be vigilant. It means that you must have a certain sense of responsibility that what I am doing is actually something that is required of me as a human being, as a global citizen. That's the first one. The second one is something that runs in our constitution, the 1992 Constitution of Ghana, under the directive principles of state policy, and it is in the economic objectives of any state, of any government. It says that the state will take steps to safeguard the environment for posterity. So it goes beyond what I do today, but we must be intentional about what we do today that affects the environment for our children, their children, and the unborn generations to come. And the third one is another personal responsibility placed on us by the Constitution. And if you're a citizen of Ghana or you reside in Ghana, you are bound by it. It is referred to as the duties of a citizen in Article 41, and it's Article 41K. If you take the time to read the Constitution, it says it is the duty of every citizen to safeguard the environment. So on these 3 prongs, you have no business not being interested in a greener, cleaner, healthier, wealthier, more beautiful Ghana. In one of the sessions I came to, it was about the youth in flora and horticulture. And I could not believe the beauty of the youth and the value chain and the various ways that our youth have plugged into flora and horticulture to make a difference, and the way it has empowered them and the passion with which they spoke. I was blown away, and I said, listen, sometimes we focus so much on the negative in this country, but there are amazing things going on in Ghana. Look all around you. Just look all around you, and it's all from Ghana. So to have a beautiful Ghana, to have a cleaner Ghana, a healthier Ghana, a wealthier Ghana, plug into this. I'd like to say thank you so much for coming, but more importantly, when you leave here, make it your God-given civic responsibility to do something to make this country truly beautiful, truly green, and perhaps it will be your breakthrough for being a wealthier person. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Miss Josephine Nkrumah, the head of National Commission on Civic Education. I'd like to acknowledge the presence of the Deputy Chief of Missions, Israeli Embassy, Shani Rapaport. She's been with us since Wednesday. Thank you so much. We are grateful. Reverend Asamoah Jedu is the president of the Trinity Theological Seminar. Thank you so much, Reverend. We are grateful. All right, so we'll go straight to it. It's important and it's interesting to know that the Bank of Ghana is interested in this journey of going green, and we are very excited to have Ms. Sandra Thompson, who is the secretary of the entire Bank of Ghana, in our midst. Let's welcome her with a round of applause.
Thank you so much. I'm so delighted to be here. Madam Esther Koba, I have to disclose that she is personally known to me. In fact, she's my sister. I consider myself to be a part of her family. And she is our big sister in the family to whom we look to, the standard bearer in all that we do. The amazing CEO of Stratcomm Africa, who are the initiators of this innovative and hugely impactful Ghana Garden and Flower movement and its flagship activity, which is the annual Ghana Garden and Flower Show, which we have witnessed this week. I salute the board members, management and staff of Stratcomm Africa and the coordinators of this year's event, all the exhibitors around us, participants, ladies and gentlemen. Really, it is a pleasure and a privilege to be given an opportunity to make these remarks at this year's closing ceremony for the Ghana Garden and Flower Show 2021 under the theme 9G, 9 years of green living towards a greener, I love the theme, a cleaner, a healthier, and a wealthier, more beautiful Ghana. And we have heard from one of the exhibitors how she has turned green into wealth. Amazing. Yes, the central bank is interested in greening the environment. And in fact, we have published sustainable banking principles. So we take the issue and matter of sustainability and apply it to the work that we do. I bring you greetings from the central bank. That's the Reserve Bank of the nation, known to most of us as Bank of Ghana. I do so because I am here representing the governor of the bank, who has asked me to stand in his huge shoes at this closing ceremony as he takes up other assignments this evening. I feel so honored to be here and to do so. I'm also pleased to be here in my own personal capacity because I am actually an avid gardener and an enthusiast. And I'm proud to say, as Ms. Nkrumah also noted, that I have attended every single garden and flower show since its inception and since it was instituted in the country. And I tell you that this year has been more vibrant than ever. 100 participants is an amazing feat, having regard to the fact that we are living in the middle of a pandemic. It is indeed a movement because it has grown and continues to grow from strength to strength, from year to year, expanding its scope in innovations and incorporating various sectors. We have clothing, we have furniture. So many sectors are involved in this amazing movement. It covers an entire spectrum of products and innovation. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ghana Garden and Flower Show is one of the most important events and highlights of this year, 2021. And I applaud Stratcomm Africa, the organizers, for their hard work, for their tenacity in putting together a solid week-long show in the midst of a raging pandemic. And as you can see, we attest, and we all do so collectively, that it has been hugely successful. One of the benefits of the pandemic is the creativity and the innovations that it has given birth to. As people were hemmed in their rooms, they came to the realization that there is more to do than a 9-to-5 desk job. And it has given birth, as we heard one of the exhibitors say, taking rice husks and making it into something useful and something profitable. This has become a convergence of a multiplicity of professionals. So we have in the midst of us interior designers, we have landscape designers, architects, contractors, furniture makers, all here to obtain novel ideas for their garden and home projects. The Ghana Garden and Flower Show has become a collective meeting place for buyers and sellers and suppliers and exhibitors, as well as consumers, and a place above all to network and to promote locally made and homegrown products and to increase market sustainability of these products. I know that around this space over the last few days, some very critical decisions, such as product testing, such as information and data gathering, budgeting, estimations, and so forth, have been worked out in a place like this. And we thank God for the opportunity given us as Ghanaians to benefit from this amazing show. And so I congratulate you, Madam Esther. I congratulate the organizers under your sterling leadership. I say ayiko to all of you. I say well done. I have noted the various collaborations, and earlier on I was listening to Her Excellency, the Ambassador Designate from Israel, and the competition and all the other programs that have taken and activities that have gone on during the last few days. In the years to come, I predict that this show will explode and it will expand into the four corners of the country. Madam Koba, I want to see you organizing road shows in the regions up and down the country and pop-up events from time to time so that this becomes a culmination of all the various activities that would have taken place over the months, perhaps quarterly activities. And so more grease to your elbows as we wrap up this year's highly successful and beneficial Ghana Garden and Flower Show. As this close wraps up and comes to an end, I pray God's blessings upon it. I pray for divine ideas. I pray for innovations, for strength, for wisdom, for uncanny knowledge about things upon all those who are involved in bringing together this amazing show. On behalf of the governor and the management of Bank of Ghana, and on my own behalf, I wish you all so very well. Long live the Ghana Garden and Flower Movement. Long live the Ghana Garden and Flower Show. And long live Ghana. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Representing the governor of the Bank of Ghana, Miss Sandra Thompson. Another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Miss Sandra Thompson. And she says, I want to see you organize road shows for all the regions. And I could see the smiles of Auntie Essa through the face masks because she says, yes, we can. And Madam Sandra ends by saying, more grease to your elbows. Thank you so much once again. We are very grateful that you made it to the closing ceremony of the Ghana Garden and Flower Show this year. I want to say thank you to our many sponsors who have been with us since the beginning of this movement in 2013. Stanbic Bank, Republic Bank, Interplus, G&J Technical Services, Duraplus, Simba Gates, Israeli Embassy, Accra Metropolitan Assembly, Korle Klote Municipal Assembly, Ayawaso East Municipal Assembly, Ayawaso West Municipal Assembly, Dadekotopon Municipal Assembly, Departments of Parks and Gardens. We are very grateful that you stuck with us all these years and you still support this journey. And our media partners, Metro Television, EIB Network, Asase Radio, Pan-African TV, Xylophone Media, Unique FM, Daily Dispatch, Herald, and Insights, and of course, TV3. I want to say thank you to all of you for supporting this journey. It's time for us to award our exhibitors and some of our sponsors this year, but mostly our exhibitors. And I just want to take you through the criteria for the award, so that we'll call our judges here, or some of our judges here, to help us present the awards. The categories are most attractive sponsor booth, most attractive exhibitor booth, most attractive vendor booth, most active Exhibitor Online, Best Exhibitor Promoting Ghana Garden and Flower Movement, and Best Floriculture and Horticulture Reporter. Are we ready to know who is winning what? Are we? Okay, so I'm sure our judges would have put together the winners already. So I'll start by inviting Reverend Asamoah Jedu, who is the president of the Trinity Theological Seminar, to help us present the first set of awards to our exhibitors. Let's welcome him. So most attractive sponsor booth goes to Interplast. Let's welcome the rep from Interplast to receive your award. Thank you so much, Interplast, for being the most attractive sponsor booth. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Rev, you will present the second one and then you can have your seat. Thank you. Most attractive exhibitor booth goes to Paradise Gardens. Congratulations, Paradise Gardens. Thank you so much, Reverend. Thank you so much. Presenting the third award, we'd like to invite Miss Sandra Thompson once again to help us present the award to the most attractive vendor booth. Most attractive vendor booth. We have Bottles and Bones. Bottles and Bones. Congratulations for winning the bottles, for winning the most attractive vendor booth. Ms. Sandra, would you present the fourth one, and then you can have your seat. Thank you. This category is the most active exhibitor online. Ladies and gentlemen, Jandel. Most attractive exhibitor online, Jandel. We have a rep to receive the award. Most active exhibitor online. Thank you so much, Miss Sandra Thompson. We'll now want to invite Miss V to help us present the next set of awards. Miss V, let's welcome her. Miss V is presenting the best exhibitor promoting Ghana Garden and Flower Movement activities. And that goes to Greenates is Gardens. Let's welcome Greenates is Gardens. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ms. V. Let's now welcome to present the last award, the MD for Metro Television. Let's welcome him to present the final awards to Best Floriculture and Horticulture Reporter. And that goes to Kofi Edudomfe. Someone is picking it on his behalf. Congratulations. Congratulations to Kofi Edudomfe. A round of applause to all the winners. Over 100 exhibitors this year, even in the midst of COVID. We want to say thank you. Without you, this journey wouldn't have been possible. So I want to say thank you to all of you for patronizing this year's edition. Just get ready for the road shows, which will start soon, we are sure. Now let's welcome Madam Esther Koba, CEO Strategic Communications Africa and Executive Director of the Ghana Garden and Flower Movement, to give us her closing remarks. It's been 5 days of exciting times here. Let's welcome here, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Before I speak, I'd like to recognize a few people here. I have with me here the advisory board members of the Ghana Garden and Flower Movement. I think I saw Nanaya Tufuo all the way from Kumasi. Nanaya, are you here? He's walking around, I'm sure. And Mona Sem was here as a judge. And we have Pepra from Sex Life. I think they're walking around. They can't sit. Thank you for coming. Thank you for all the work that you have been doing over the years. I'm also delighted to have here our partner in crime, good crime, Parks and Gardens. Mr. Okai, thank you so much. Where else would we keep some of our nkukunkaka if we didn't have you? Thank you for all the advice. Thank you. Thank you. If people don't see what Parks and Gardens is doing, we do. Thank you. And I'd also like to acknowledge Edem Kojo, right? Edem recently was awarded a civil service, given recognition by the civil service for his good work at Ebury Gardens, Ebury Botanical Gardens. A lot of us have been concerned that the botanical gardens were dying, but Pepper, you're here. So, and what struck me is that you're reviving the educational unit. What we have found in doing this movement is that people are perishing because they do not know that green is good for them, that green keeps them healthy, green brings them wealth, green brings beauty. So thank you very much. I want to salute you again. Ladies and gentlemen, it is said that the earth laughs in flowers. The earth laughs in flowers. So we see the earth laughing all around us. I'd like to congratulate the winners of the various awards for making the earth laugh. Ghana Garden and Flower Show 2021. Oh, what an extraordinary experience. Yes, the 2020 virtual show was a success, and it opened us up to new opportunities, but it left us all hungry for the in-person show. And I'm glad that we have all come together this year and enjoyed the good meal we prepared for ourselves. I've said to many people that if we did not do this year, I probably would have had people picketing in front of my home and my office. So many people called me, they wanted an in-person show. Truly, nothing can be compared to the park experience, and we commend all our exhibitors for putting up such great displays of their creativity. I keep saying that one of the things that I like about this show is that it enables people to bring out their creativity. The exhibitors seem to be competing with themselves. Every year they outdo what they did the previous years. It's been 9 years of pushing the green agenda, and it is fulfilling for the movement to see growth each year. We would not have come far on this journey without the support of our sponsors and partners, the exhibitors and the vendors. Of course, the team who worked tirelessly in putting it all together deserves special commendation. As I say to my Stratcomm Africa staff, when you were being hired, you were not told that you would have to come and prepare for Sutherland Children's Park for exhibitors to sell. You were not told that you did not apply to come and work to make Ghana greener, cleaner, healthier, wealthier, and more beautiful. But you gladly do it. And as I always say, if one day somebody says, I got a job because of this show, you have done your godly duty. I congratulate all our partners and our vendors. I salute the Stratcomm Africa staff, both past and present, who continue to work hard on this agenda. Ladies and gentlemen, we started this year's show remarkably with a clear message on Wednesday, particularly to the youth and women, from the acting Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana, Professor Nanaba Appiah-Amfo. She urged us to take advantage of our natural resources and make sure we know our flora and fauna very well, better than any foreigner. In this way, we can derive the most value, whether in the form of flowers and plants for export or for pharmaceutical purposes. Exhibitors have displayed amazing products and given the thousands of visitors much to delight in and also buy. The knowledge shared by the speakers at the conference on Thursday and at the Nurture to Bloom session, which happened yesterday, will no doubt have enriched participants and I believe will be put into practice. The karaoke, movie, and music night, fused with display of nature, surely connected us all. I believe that we have built on old relationships and established new ones. The children also had their own fun activities. Alpha Beta Education Centers at Dansuman generously set up a booth and kept our children engaged. Our children are sitting for long hours in front of television sets. Our children are seizing our mobile phones and not going out to play. Alpha Beta showed us ways in which we can keep our children busy in the garden. Okweni also took our children and worked with them. Thank you so much. I'd like to acknowledge the presence here of the proprietors of Alpha Beta Centers here, Mr. and Mrs. Ejapon. Thank you so, so, so much. Okweni, thank you. It is particularly an honor for us today to have a special guest of honor at this closing ceremony, a representative of the Governor of the Bank of Ghana. I am sure the Governor is eager to see Ghana earning $1 billion a year from flower exports, as other countries are doing. It is possible. It is possible. One of the exhibitors that came for an award here sells in Accra, but I am so, so, so proud of him because he has a plantation in his hometown from which he brings his seedlings. I also have no doubt the presence of the governor's representative will encourage our banks and financial institutions to look very closely at the potential that beckons us in floriculture and horticulture. I went to Kenya to learn more about their flower show, and they told me that it is fueled by the banks. I guess the banks know that when the last tree dies, the last man dies, and the last bank account will vanish. As I said at the opening ceremony, Stanbic Bank has been with us consistently from the beginning, and I am pleased that we have the managing director of Stanbic Bank as our guest of honor. Sir, thank you. Yadawase. Yamin sure when. Yadawanasipi. We also have as a guest of honor the managing director of Metro TV, with whom I was pleased to sign an agreement for expanding collaboration in further promoting the Ghana Garden and Flower Movement and the show. We have continued to be strongly supported by all our media sponsors in sending across the message of the movement, and we will strengthen these relationships. I'm also very honored by the presence of another special guest of honor in the person of Mrs. Josephine Nkrumah, chairperson of the National Commission for Civic Education. That is a constitutional body, as she said, charged with making us all aware of the principles and objectives of the Constitution. The NCCE has also among its roles the formulation of programs at the national, regional, and district levels aimed at realizing the objectives of the Constitution. They'll be there to help us when we go on the roadshow. We know that the objectives of the Constitution include the social and economic well-being of the citizens, expressed very strongly in the chapter of the Constitution headed Directive Principles of State Policy. We know that in that chapter, there are requirements for the state to take, and I repeat, to take all necessary steps to establish a healthy economy, job creation, and assurance of the basic necessities of life for its people. These are among the important concerns expressed there. I believe the NCC is going to be playing a key role with us going forward, and I really look forward to this partnership. Madam NCC Chairperson, we are excited to have you with us, and we look forward to working closely with you. We in the Ghana Garden and Flower Movement remain committed to the mobilization efforts that we have been engaged in to ensure that Ghana realizes great value from our flora and fauna. And we want everyone to get on board this national effort. Indeed, as we end today's show, we are already looking ahead to the 10th anniversary edition of the show. Many people have asked me, what does a communication company have to do with flowers? A communication company has everything to do with flowers and gardens. Communication is essential for human existence. Without knowledge, people perish. How do people gain knowledge except when information is transferred to them? But if information is only delivered to them without an appreciation of their reality, of their existence, that information only remains as information. We have not communicated. So Stratcomm Africa is using its communication capabilities to create knowledge, promote positive attitudes towards floriculture and horticulture, and ensure working with people to build positive practices towards the environment. Madam Secretary to the Bank of Ghana said we have as our godly duty, and Madam NCC Chair also emphasized that. Ghanaians, we like to go to church, but church is all around us. I would say church is in nature. When you look at Genesis chapter 2, verse 9, it says, God created plants that are pleasing to the eye. And those are the plants that we are celebrating here. And for food, we should celebrate God's creation. The world was chaotic. He planned it beautifully into a garden. My pastor is here. I'm daring to speak theology, and I'm allowed. And then he created the Garden of Eden before putting a human being in there. And those of us who believe in Jesus the Christ, look at what he did when he was being changed to the cross. He went to the Garden of Gethsemane. There must be something in gardens that we are missing. Let's go back to nature. We are delighted to be doing this. And we thank all of you for helping us to make Ghana greener, cleaner, healthier, wealthier, and more beautiful Ghana. On Thursday, I asked, a lot of young people are saying, after national service, what? My response is, after national service, flowers. They will make your environment sustainable. They will feed you. They will make you beautiful. After national service, flowers. This ceremony also marks the beginning of the countdown to our celebration next year, a decade of promoting gardens and flowers. And also promoting green living. So at this point, I would like to request my staff to bring me a torch that we are using to symbolize this 10th anniversary. Bernard, can I have the torch? Yes. It's okay. As we wait for them to bring us the torch, I would also like to announce another good news. 5 years ago or so, we invited here the ambassador to Holland in Ghana, to the Netherlands in Ghana. He had arrived in Ghana 4 days before the show, and he had to come and speak. We catch them as soon as they come, and they love it. They are caught by the beauty of the flowers. So he came, and he worked with us for 4 years. He is gone, but he left a legacy. This year, I'm happy to inform you that Stratcomm Africa, on behalf of the Ghana Garden and Flower Movement, signed a memorandum of understanding with PUM, the Dutch expert group, who will be training our flower growers. Yes. It's a 5-year memorandum of understanding. We mean business. So currently, we have a project team headed by Bernard Nana Yautufuo, working with the Dutch team. They haven't been able to come here. We work virtually because of the pandemic. And we have on our steering committee the former head of the Agric department, who will be working with us on demonstration farms. So our flower growers will be receiving training. And as they receive training and build green enterprises, our partners, from the Embassy of the State of Israel. We'll be challenging them to do even better, and then working with them to go and get even more, exchange more innovative ideas in Israel, as we saw here. That also began with an ambassador who had arrived in the country 3 days before the show, about, is it 3 years ago or so? Yes. And thankfully, we have in our midst today the new ambassador designate. And today, the person who won, the competition happened just before the closing ceremony. So we have partnerships that are growing, and we salute all these our partners. And I would like to invite our partner, Mr. Kwam Nasmening, who is the MD of Stanbic Bank. Stanbic Bank got involved about 5 years ago, and they have not stopped. They have become like Interplast, who have told us that they will never leave us. They will always work with us. Kwamna, we invite you please to light the torch that ushers in the, yes, the torch that will usher in the, please come. You may want to say a few words before you do that. And after that, we will all join him and go to the entrance there. Symbolically, every year, we pick up the gate and we put it down. But this time, we do that holding the torch into a decade of greener, cleaner, healthier, wealthier, and more beautiful Ghana. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Auntie Esther, for those very kind words. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to say a big thank you to Stratcomm for giving Stanbic Bank the opportunity to be part of this very innovative and fruitful fair. At Stanbic, we believe that, this continent only survives when the trees survive. So being green is very part and parcel of what we do. With the global warming that we're seeing all over the world, the one antidote is just to go green and to be more sustainable. So this is part and parcel of how we do business. And we do hope that other banks will join us so that we become a beacon of hope for the continent when it comes to sustainability. So, Auntie Esther, thank you very much. I'd like to commend all the exhibitors, the participants, the vendors, fellow partners, Metro TV, Interplast, and all the other sponsors. And we look forward to launching the 10th anniversary shortly and seeing you all, God willing, same time next year. Thank you very much and have a good evening.
Would you join Stanbic Bank in? This is the lighter. Okay. Come on. You have to be here. Thank you. Yes, please. So with this, may I invite all of us, with our distinguished guests leading, to the gates over there as we put down the gate to symbolize.
All right. Thank you all very much. I want to say thank you to all our sponsors. So we wait for our dignitaries. All right, so we invite our dignitaries to walk us as we officially close the 2021 edition of the Ghana Garden and Flower Show. So we'll walk behind them. So let's go. Please, the music. Let's go, please. Shall we? We need the music. Okay, we are told the sound is off, so we'll just have to just get down to it. Let's go. It's been an amazing journey. 9 years of championing green living. Congratulations to Strategic Communications Africa. Congratulations to the board, the Ghana Garden and Flower Movement Board. This is visionary leadership. It's great to see over 100 exhibitors, even in the midst of COVID. For this. Hello? All right. So I'm thinking we should come down from 1 to 9, since you are marking 9 years. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and it's down. Let's clap a round of applause. Congratulations. It's been an exciting 9-year journey. I want to say thank you to all our partners and all who have supported us. God bless you all. Please. We'll take, all right, you're safe, okay? Hello, Daddy Ben. You're 2-year-old. Yeah, she can't find you. Daddy Ben. Her name is Arabna. Arabna is looking for. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Stambik. Thank you, Interplus. Thank you to the Parks and Gardens. Thank you to Interplus. Thank you to the Israeli Embassy. On behalf of management and staff of Strategic Communications Africa, on behalf of the entire board of the Ghana Garden and Flower Movement, I'd like to say thank you to all of you, exhibitors, over 100 exhibitors, patronizing this year's edition towards a greener, cleaner, wealthier, and a more beautiful Ghana. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.